Hey, it's Timeout with Michael. I'm so glad you guys are all here. Hopefully, that was weird. Running off a different computer, and so yeah, we're working on it. Hopefully, everybody can hear me okay. Give me a thumbs up or a one if you can hear me good, a number two or a thumbs down if you don't hear me very good. Hopefully, it's working. We've been working on some things, working on some audio, working on a bunch of things, like I've said. Hopefully, it's all working. You got a like. That's good. So, how's everybody doing? I hope everybody's doing good because I'm good. I'm super, super excited for this stream. I've been thinking about it for a while, and I know we've had some people, some of our friends, have some problems, but it's fun to talk about this, and especially because we like to travel a lot. So we thought we would talk about some of these things in picking your hotel, getting a hotel. But yeah. Anyway, waiting for people to jump on. I don't see very many people yet. We might have had some problems, so we'll wait. If anybody's watching, give me a comment in the comment screen and see if it works. Oh, it sounds good. Carrie says it sounds good. Okay, thank you. All right, let's see. Let's go to our stuff. So anyway, we surpassed 100 subscribers. It's been a minute since you've seen us, and we thank every one of you that helped us get there. We gave away a cigar box guitar from Cope and Mello. It was a Star Wars lunchbox cigar box guitar, so that was super cool. Our good friend Brian Villanueva, I totally bombed your last name, so I'm so sorry, but he got that guitar box, cigar box guitar. So super glad that he got that. Super glad. He deserved it, and couldn't be more proud. We also gave away a couple gift packs, some of our care packages. We gave our first ever non-adult care package. That was kind of hard to give. So anyway, but it worked out. Super worked out. And just appreciate everybody for supporting us and supporting what we do. Kiko, good to see you. Thanks for joining. I know Kiko's got some stuff to talk about on the stream. He's probably working, dang it. But anyway, you can comment, and I'm sure Carla will comment as well. So anyway, make sure you subscribe to us. We're on Facebook. We are on YouTube. We are on Instagram. Go follow us. Go subscribe to us. Hit the little notification bell so you don't forget to watch us and you don't miss a stream. Yeah, see, it's been a minute. Huh. Where's my good-looking partner? She's cooking crab legs for Riker. Riker wanted crab legs for dinner, so she's doing the duties. Anyway, so you see we got the sign moved up a little bit. Again, working on some things in the studio. Fix this. It used to be on some TV trays, to be honest, and it just kind of was there and hanging out on the edge of the bed. So we got this taken care of. Now, I've been working on some green screen stuff. Yeah, crab legs, that's right. I've been working on some green screen stuff. I haven't figured it out yet. I actually need a faster computer. I haven't tried it with I just tried it with this computer. The computer I'm running on right now is 12 years old, and it still runs really fast. I bet faster than most computers out there. Hey, Midlife, how are you? Good, thanks for joining. So anyway, I'm running off of this. I tried to run the green screen off of it. I just don't think that it's a fast enough computer. The CPU is not ready to handle a green screen. So after this stream, I will check out my laptop, which is a MacBook Pro, and see if I can get that. Again, just busy work, but I wanted to get on here. I wanted to talk. I missed my Monday night stream, so I wanted to be on here. So we rolled with it. Again, working on a lot of audio and sound. I know there's a little bit of a crack within the sound that's coming, but we're again trying to figure out where we can find what we need to work. I have two microphones off to the side that you can't see. I'm running off of a regular, just yeah, awkward, right? Did you hear the awkward, Carrie? Did you guys hear the awkward sound? I don't know if it worked. I can't hear it. So anyway, it was like crows. Did anybody hear the crows? One, if you heard the crows. Two, if you didn't hear the crows. Should I play the crows again? Did the crows work? I hope they did. Yes, no, yes. Crow sound. Yeah, I heard the crows on Facebook. Okay, sweet. So anyway, so I'm working with a Mayanocaster. It's my soundboard. I've been working on it like day in and day out to try to figure out why the sound wouldn't work. Couldn't hear sound. So again, trying to work on all of that stuff. That's the awkward sound. I have a 4D slap sound too. So man, that'd be fun if I could get that. Carla, thanks for joining. Good to see you. Tana, thanks for joining on Facebook. Appreciate you. There she is. There's the better half.
Coming in with my awkward intro. Sorry.
Sky, you need to lay down.
Come on, lay down. Doesn't. She's fine.
She's walking over. Again? She's back there. Lay down. There she is. Okay, so hey Michael, can we clear something up with Josh? I don't like clowns, but I am in no way afraid of them.
I'm afraid of those scary clowns.
Oh wait, he said he doesn't like clowns. He's not afraid of clowns.
Yeah. When I saw that clown that was like all up in Kiko's face, like wagging his tongue in his ear, I was freaking out. I was like, there is just no way in hell. I probably would have throat punched him.
For sure, right?
I just don't do stuff like that. Hi guys, hi Kiko, hey Carla. Who else is on? Oh, Midlife is here.
She's here.
Yeah, sorry I'm joining late. I was making some crab legs for Riker. He's not spoiled one little bit.
I was sweating.
Who was sweating?
Kiko was sweating with the clowns.
I would have been sweating.
Sky, you need to quit being awkward. Lay down. She's crazy. Sorry, our Great Dane. She's like nervous Nelly tonight. Who knows what's going on? So anyway, again, thank you so much. Wait, let's see. Laugh out. I just noticed that your face is in the bottom of the mic. It is, yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Right there. I was like, wait a minute, the mic's here, and anyway. So again, bear with us. We're still working on some things. We got a green screen effect coming. It's going to be way cool. We are working on some mic stuff and some sound stuff, and just some extra stuff.
Kiko, we believe you. I believe you completely that you were sweating because it was hot and you were wearing a mask. I get it.
Oh, that's funny.
So today when we were testing the sound, I was in the kitchen on my phone trying to, do some sound checks for Michael. And he's like, well, you go into the studio and sit down in the chair and talk into the microphone. I sat down in the chair and I'm like, and then he's like, scoot over to your chair. He's got the nice cushioned office type chair and I'm in one of the dining room tables. I feel like I'm seriously in Timeout with Michael. I'm in the Timeout chair. But it's okay.
The crackle is we're gonna work on that, and I just think it's with this computer in general, but we'll figure it out. And I apologize for the crackle, so we'll hopefully it's not too bad and we can bear through it.
If it becomes too obnoxious, tell us and we'll just
switch over to the regular
Yeah.
computer's sound microphone, mic, whatever you want to call it. So
I like it when you call it a mic better, because then I'm sitting here critiquing how you say microphone.
oh, microphone.
No, you're saying microphone.
Oh.
It's
I
like
know.
when you say basketball, you don't even say the whole word. You're like basketball, or you like slur it to where it's not even a whole word. I don't even know.
That's what I think about that.
What did you do?
I gave you the boo. They heard it. You didn't.
Well, there's kind of a cushion on this chair. It's just not as cushiony as the chair, but that's okay.
So, anyway, again, let's dive into this. I think we've covered most everything, haven't we?
What?
I just talked about what we were doing with the studio and everything.
I think so.
Okay.
I think we've covered everything.
Basketball.
No, when you're saying it right on the stream, but when you're normally in a normal
I'm
conversation,
talking about basketball.
See, you just did it.
No, I didn't.
You said basketball. You say basketball.
Basketball.
You don't say the word.
What am I missing? What am I missing?
The T. You just
I say basketball.
You say basketball.
Basketball.
No, you don't.
Basketball. Basketball.
You say basketball.
Basketball.
Yeah.
It's my Spanish accent. People just.
Whatever. You're so fun.
Yeah. Anyway.
Okay.
Okay. So we're working on it. Thank you. That was our bit. Anything else you want to talk about before we dive into this?
Gosh, it seemed like there was something I was going to say and now I forgot. So when I remember, I'll interrupt you and we'll talk about it.
Okay. So we're going to talk about this. Carrie's going to jump off about an hour into it. She's got to cook lasagna. Brooks's birthday is on Thursday, so we're going to celebrate on Wednesday
and
night.
He wants lasagna for his dinner, and it's always better if you make it a couple of days ahead of time and let it sit in the fridge, and then when you cook it, it's so much better.
What's the logo on your policy, Michael?
What does that mean?
Huh? I don't know.
Did I roll my eyes that loud? I didn't mean to. Yes, I did. I did mean to.
What's the logo on my policy?
It looks like a pre-workout that he takes. Oh, right here, C4. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. C4. So my company, it is not affiliated with Pepsi Cola, but my company does C4. C4 is a pre-workout, and they do have post-workout. They have other things as well. But they have an energy drink that we do for C4. It has what's called a thermo. Are you
still distributing that?
Yeah, so it's what's called is a thermogenic. And what it does is it makes you all tingly. So I forget that, and I've drank the C4s a couple times, and I start to feel the tingle, and I'm like, oh yeah, I didn't need all of that. Give me 1 second. I'm going to read a comment off of Facebook. Here, Carrie, you can talk about.
I was just reading that comment, and I don't understand why. I don't think that has anything to do with anything we're talking about right now. It doesn't matter. We're not on here talking about.
Anyway, David, I'm not really gonna go into that.
We're not talking about politics.
Yeah,
that has nothing to do with anything we're talking about.
I'm not gonna.
I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be rude to you, David. I don't know you, but we're not talking politics.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with anything. Michael hasn't been involved in politics for a while. We're not going there because it's just too much of a sensitive subject where people get their hind end hurt too much. So anyway,
we can talk more on a private section there, Dave.
Yeah,
not a problem.
We'll talk politics a different time. Anyway, so Kiko, do you do that C4 pre-workout thing? I can't do it.
So Kiko, I'll give you just a rundown on the C4, not the C4 that I distribute, but C4 in general. I like C4 as a pre-workout as a male, and the reason I like it is because the crash, the uptick of your pre-workout and the crash that you get from a pre-workout as well is very mellow for me. It is probably one of the best pre-workouts I've ever had in C4. I love how it brings you up in a steady stream and then come back. Yeah, um, yeah, that's what I feel like with C4. Truly one of my favorite pre-workouts and products out there. Really,
And
really good stuff.
you can do it, but I can't. It just
Again, that she doesn't like the tingly feeling. She don't like the thermogenic that's in there. I can't think of
niacin.
the niacin that's in there that gives
I
you
don't
the
like it at
tingly
all.
feeling. It's too much for her, and I
Well,
absolutely love it.
Josh, I like
I
whiskey.
like whiskey as a pre-workout. You sure do.
Kiko, I hit the gym today. It was brutal.
Yeah.
Absolutely brutal.
So, anyway, there we go. No, I understand, David. Absolutely, totally. So, David, I'll just tell you right now. I have a soundboard. I have a thing called opening and applause and gunshot and laughter and booing, awkward, slapping, and cheering. Okay, those are the pre-sounds that it put in there. It put the crows in there for awkward. Who knows? It has nothing to do with Republican or Democrat. Again, but again, that's just not what my stream's about. None of my streams. That would be it would be political stream suicide.
It would be.
Anyway,
Yeah,
we'll
it would
talk.
be
We'll
bad.
talk more about it off the stream, Dave.
Give
Not a
us
problem.
gunshot.
Gunshot. That's what would happen if I talked political on this.
Right.
It'd be bad.
Yeah.
Be bad.
It would be.
It'd be over.
Yeah.
C4 Original Fruit Punch. Okay, so my favorite C4 is the Blue Ice. I really love Blue Ice. That's one of my favorites. They have a mango melon out now. It's pretty good. Again, good stuff. Good stuff.
Oh, Carla, do you do the powdered one?
Yeah, he says he does the powder.
Oh, Kiko does the powdered one?
Yeah. Oh, Carla does the powder one. Who knows? Carla, Kiko, someone does it. In the adventures.
I can't do it. It just gives me too many jitter. It makes me too jittery and makes my heart do funky things. I don't like it.
Okay, so diving into the stream, picking your hotel. So when you're going on vacation, you got to pick a hotel. Yeah, you have to get what you want, and we kind of went through a bunch of things where we thought this was big and this was key on picking your hotel, and some things that maybe you don't know about, maybe you do know about. A lot of the people that do watch the stream are, veterans, but maybe you didn't know about this one thing. There was a couple things I didn't know about when I read it, and believe me, I dive into that hotel like crazy. Reviews, I look at pictures, all of the stuff, trying to figure out what the best hotel is for us when we go on vacation.
Where you think your wife would be happy?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's main. That's key.
I will put this out there right now. I am a snob when it comes to picking a place to stay. I hate staying in
dives, dumps.
Yeah, dives, dumps. Michael's happy to sleep anywhere, pretty much, and me, I am not so much. I want to stay somewhere that I feel is going to be clean, doesn't have bed bugs. Being a nurse, I am a big time germaphobe, and I think the longer I'm a nurse, the worse that's getting, and that's really not good.
Yeah.
But
so, and to point that out, when she says she's a snob, and I'm not saying that any hotel in particular that we stayed at, or like, we'll talk about that, but we stay at fairly inexpensive hotels.
Hey, Juanito!
Hey, Juan, how are you? Good to have you on here. We haven't seen Sasquatch all week.
No.
Bummer.
No Sasquatch this week.
So
no moosing either.
But we don't like pick like high or bottom of the barrel. We're kind of in between. And when I say that, I feel like Del Sol in between. It's right there. It's on a little bit. It's a little bit lower on the scale just because they're very plain Jane rooms. But they have 2 beds. They have a bathroom. They have air conditioning, and they have a small little free breakfast. So I mean, it's great. So there's an example for something like that. Or even like a Super 8. We've looked at a couple Super 8s, and they have been sketch, but it's okay.
When he mentions like Motel 6, Super 8, even a Hojo these days, I'm like cringing. I'm like,
Yeah.
You're asking for me to stay in
So
somewhere where there's probably bodily fluids on the bed still.
a couple things when you're booking your hotel. When you book a hotel and you're doing that, you are expecting the best. When you book your Hampton, when you book your Grand Californian, you're expecting the best. And expecting the best isn't always what you get. And here's what I mean by that. And this is kind of what I read through some of the websites that I looked at. Some of I talked to a bunch of people that run hotels and kind of how things work. My family actually owns a hotel business and chain here in Evanston, so I talked a little bit about with them and some past members that work there. And so here's the thing: if you book your room through the actual hotel, you will get a better room. You will get a better room. And what I mean by this is you'll get what you ask for more of the time. So you want that king bed, you want the 2 double queen beds, you want to have an oceanside view, you want to have top floor. That's huge in booking your room through the actual hotel. And the reason being is because when you book through an OTA, which is an online booking agency, hotels.com, Expedia, Yahoo, anything like that, they give you what's called the ice machine room. And this is what they call it.
And isn't that the truth? How many times have we experienced that with hotels.com?
We've experienced that a lot with hotels.com.
And that is not an advertisement for them.
Yeah, no, and not a. I mean, they've done some good things, but and not a knock. We do like it. We do get some free rooms through them, but anyway, that's again, you get the ice machine. Yeah, online travel agent. Thank you so much, Rave. So Rave is one of my good friends that owns a hotel and does a really good job. And
does
so
Rave own a Super 8?
I don't. No.
I'm sorry if I said that in my house.
Rave's hotel is amazing. It's really good.
I'm sure Rave's is good. I'm sure it is.
So yeah, we've had a couple issues with hotels.com. There was one time we were down in California and it was in like March. We booked a room and it was kind of last minute. But we booked a room, said it was there. We walked into the hotel and they're like, "Oh, sorry, hotels.com overbooked you. We have no rooms." So we had to like drive around to like 3 different places to see if they had a hotel.
I ended up driving for like 30 minutes or so.
Yeah, it was not very good. I booked a hotel room the last time I went out for my Six Flags Knots thing, and I went to the hotel and they're like, "Yeah, sorry, we don't have your reservation. It's the other one." What other one? I mean, this is the address. Look right here. Showed them. They're like, "No, you booked the other one." No, I didn't.
We had that happen when we went to Disneyland.
Carla and Kiko, have a great night. Enjoy the family. Enjoy dinner. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hey, Kevin, how are you?
Hey, I want to know what kind of shakes Carla was making. So maybe message me later and tell me what she's doing. I'm curious.
Yeah.
Okay.
So anyway, you get the ice machine room, the leftovers.
Well, that one time we booked with hotels.com, and we were going to Disneyland. We booked a Best Western, and we thought we were booking the one that was like right across the street from Disneyland, and it ended up being the one that was like a mile.
We'll definitely talk about that, Carla. We'll mention that.
Yeah, we'll talk about your experience for sure.
Hello, Becky. Thanks for joining.
Hey.
So, anyway, so when you book
Becky, I said your name, and Ginormica was like, "Where's Becky? Where's Becky?"
She was looking. So was Spaz.
Is the door open?
Anyway, when you book your hotel, if you want what you want the best, book through the actual hotel. Don't book through an online travel agent. Otherwise, you're going to kind of get what you get. You do pay a little extra when you book through the hotel directly, but that's what you're booking for. You're booking for the best experience. So just a tip and trick if you're looking as to why. Oh, there she is.
There's her face for you, Becky.
Her creepy eyes. So next is expecting requests to be guaranteed. If you look, I'm great, Kevin. How about you? I'm glad you've joined the stream. Thank you so much. Just trying to, talk about our hotels and picking your hotel. Expecting requests to be guaranteed. If you look at the fine print on all hotels, they say that they don't have to take care of your request. So if you want 2 double beds, like, it's if you're a jerk and you're a puke and a rude person, chances are you're not going to get that double bed with the oceanside view. You're going to get the 2 single beds in the corner, in the 13th floor. It's going to be bad. The fine print says that it's not. They don't have to do it, but again, like I said, just be polite. Be polite. If you get something that you don't like, call down the front desk. Go down to the front desk and be polite about it and talk to them. See if they can help and accommodate you. They don't like when you come and be crappy. Again, part of some of the stuff is booking through an online agent. If you understand all of that, these hotels have their own reward systems. Exactly, right there. Treat people with kindness, and everyone's life will be better. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. You can be upset about your room. You can be upset about what's going on, but just be kind. It's just better. Just better. Yep. Using correct arrival and departure times. Man, I've screwed this up a couple times. It's bad. But understand, if you're taking a red-eye flight on the 14th, and then you're going to be in on the 15th, don't book your hotel for the 14th, because chances are you're going to just waste, whatever you paid for that day, because you're really not going to be there. You forget to do that. But also on the flip side of that, you have to understand that if you are, flying in on a red eye and you get in there at 5 a.m, not every motel is going to check your bags. We've been very fortunate that most of our hotels have checked our bags. We didn't have to do anything but like carry our bags everywhere and do that. But just, when you book your hotel, make a phone call to them, ask them if they have pre-check, when check-in time is, and if you're going to be there earlier, do they allow you to check your bags so you can go do extra things while you're waiting to get checked into your room. Just call. That's the best thing to do. Also think about different time zones. That you're flying into different time zones. Make sure that when you're okay, well, I'm going to book my room and its check-in is at 3, but it's really 1 o'clock, and you forget that the time zones have changed, especially when you're flying internationally as well. Yeah. Anything else on that?
You made Josh carry your bags last night?
Yeah. He was my
pack mule?
No, he was the bag guy. Like Sarah, she's our bag lady. He was my bag guy at the time. I didn't make him carry my bags.
That's my job usually.
It is. Reserving the wrong hotel. That's a huge one. Make sure you check the address. Make sure that it's our Best Western. It might have been us that we checked again. Kind of like Carrie said, we thought we were booking the Best Western in front of the entrance of Disneyland, and we didn't. We booked the one 3, 4, 5 blocks down. It wasn't a bad thing. It was actually a really nice hotel, but we thought we were a little bit closer. So we made an adjustment. It was fine. It was just fine. And then make sure that you again check the address. It could be 20 miles away. That would be really, really bad.
That would be really bad.
Mm-hmm. We got close to that one time.
Yeah, we did.
A lot of things that I think people nowadays, when you're traveling, don't understand is that there's just you've got to look at things in a little bit more detail. You could miss things. You could miss the address. You could miss what a review might be. And I just urge you, and the things that we've talked about: reserving the wrong hotel, making sure that they check bags, making sure that you book the right time and the right date and the right destination. Make sure you just do all of those because it is, Anyway, as we just want to thank everyone that supports us. Inspire for Hire is Kristen. She runs her little Etsy shop and home business, and she does a lot of cool things. She does shirts, she does hats, she does bags, she does keychains. All of
a
it,
lot of super cute things.
all of it is custom design out of her own house. She does use a lot of other small businesses to get things to be able to add to her things, which is really cool. I think that that's really awesome to support her her small business. She's supporting other small businesses. She is actually our sponsor for this month, and we appreciate her for everything that she does for us. She's made us some really cool water bottles. She's made us some cool birthday cards. She's made us some Christmas stuff.
Cards. It was
Christmas gift cards. We give a gift to all of our neighbors during Christmas, and she made these little cute sayings for us. So it was really awesome. So we just appreciate her. Go check her out. She's on Etsy. She's on Facebook. She's on Instagram. She's got her own webpage. If you're local, she delivers to you. You can go pick it up. She'll mail it to you. I think everything's free shipping, isn't it? Is it still free shipping? No, you paid for shipping last time. It's not a huge thing. She doesn't charge like astronomical prices, so it's really cool for her. So we appreciate that. Oh yeah, Juanito got a shirt that was homemade from Inspire for Hire. So hopefully Juanito likes his shirt. Copeland Cigar Box Guitar. We love those guys. We got some really cool guitars from them. We gave a cigar box guitar to Brian for being, we did 100 subscribers and he won that. Yep. So that was awesome.
Oh, but also they have the is it called Threads by Cope?
Threads by Cope is his new really Etsy cool and Instagram shirts. Page. He's got some shirts, so go check that out.
Some shirts, some coffee mugs, and all kinds of
things. Just a lot of fun gifts on there. Oh, he does like it. Sweet. He likes it. Cool. Glad you liked it. So go check those guys out. If you want a cigar box guitar, they're really fun. If you can play a guitar, you can do that. You can learn it. It's really cool. If you just want it as a shelf piece or as a wall piece or talking piece, absolutely you can do that and get something from them. And then again, Threads by Cope, he does some coffee mugs and some shirts. We actually we looked at a shirt for Riker. I really liked it. It was really cool.
And I found a shirt on there for our friend Chantel, but I can't talk about that.
Oh yeah, okay, that's right. Autocorrect, thank you so much for all of the stuff that you do to support us. Autocorrect is a detail shop here in Evanston, and he did an amazing job on Carrie's car about a month ago and made it really shine. It looked really nice. Still looks really nice, so that's really awesome for that. Josh, what's the link for Copeland Cigar Box Threads and Inspire for Hire? Juan, if you look at, type into Google Inspire for Hire, she should be on there right away. Inspire for Hire Company, CO. So we'll do that. Wyoming Army National Guard. Thank you so much to Sergeant Sean Todd. He has done an amazing job for our Wyoming Army National Guard here in Evanston, Wyoming. And if that's something that you're interested in, get a hold of him. He will talk to you about it. And if it's not what he thinks is good for you, he'll steer you in the right direction. Your college can be paid for. If you don't know what you're doing, I mean, it's a great opportunity to go out there and serve your country. And, we appreciate all that have served for us. Your dad served.
He sure did.
It was awesome. So, again, just wanted to take a quick moment to thank everybody that supports us here on our channel. And everybody else out there, we sure appreciate it. We are really going to work hard at getting some good content. We got a couple fun videos of our weekend in Park City this weekend, so we'll get those up on the channel here shortly. Just got to edit them. So diving back into picking your hotel, one thing that hotels are starting to do, I mean, they've been doing it for a while, but you're seeing it more and more, is resort fees, parking, and other things. A lot of hotels are adding resort fees onto their hotels. Parking fees are now coming. We had looked at
We've experienced that for the last couple of years.
Yeah, it's nothing that has surprised us. right now, but there are a lot of other things. We did want to book a hotel on one of our trips. It had a cleaning fee, it had a newspaper fee, a spa and pool fee, plus the parking and a processing fee as well. Now the processing fee was like $5. The newspaper fee was $10. The cleaning fee was $35. The spa and pool fee was $20, and of course parking was $20. Again, we've experienced the resort fee, we've experienced the parking, but those other ones were like, wait a minute. So I called the hotel and said, look, I don't need a cleaning fee. I don't need a newspaper. I don't plan on using the spa and pool. So can we waive these? And they were like, oh yeah, absolutely. So we didn't get the processing fee waived. We didn't get the parking or the resort, but we did get those others. So make sure that you double check that they don't have those. It's in the reviews. It's in the amenities. Did it say?
Yeah.
Did I say that correctly?
You did.
Amenities. Basketball. Said it right. Okay. Anyway, so check those. There's hidden fees. There really are, and you'd be surprised at what you don't look at when you're booking your hotels. And again, they're not like trying to dupe you, but at the same time, there aren't people that pay attention to this stuff, and they do need to make money. They do need to pay for those things. So if you don't want that, ask, and they can, but maybe not. Michael, maybe Six Flags Fright Fest. They turn off all the lights so you ride the coasters in the dark. We did ride the coasters in the dark, kind of, but everything was lit up. Maybe. We'll see.
When is that one?
When is Fright Fest? That would be a lot of fun. Got to look at some things.
You would enjoy that.
I would.
I just don't enjoy the scary things like you do.
I know.
I did the Frightmares when Josh and Becky last year. But
That was a lot of fun. We're going to do it. We'll do it again. You might not go through the things, but maybe the boys will go with me. Maybe somebody else will go too. Yes, text me. Appreciate it. So the next thing, when you're booking your hotel, check the reviews. And I'm talking about all the reviews. If you read some of those reviews and you're like, ooh, that's not great. You can tell fake reviews. I promise you can pull them out when you see the same guy, the same person. Again, when you're booking through your OTAs, look at some of those reviews and go to each hotel, and you can spot the fake reviewers. They have the same name and same picture, and it's very brief. They don't really say a ton in detail. There are a couple detailed ones that are fake, and you can just tell by the wording that they're not a real review. But again, same algorithms and all that stuff. It means a lot to these guys, so they do go out and get that taken care of.
you're the one who usually books our thing, and you look the most. So.
Yeah. TripAdvisory has some really good stuff. I do enjoy reading TripAdvisory reviews on hotels. They have been about 95% honest. There was one that was full of crap. It was bad in Jackson. It was horrible. The worst, almost one of the worst ones. I think it probably is.
That's one of the worst hotels
Yeah.
we've ever stayed in.
It was pretty bad.
And
but-
Jackson's a resort town,
Yeah.
and it was horrible.
Yeah,
I have like literally no desire to ever go
Yeah.
stay in Jackson ever again.
Yeah. So we'll check that out. Huh. There's other places we can go there. So read the reviews. And Carly and Kiko are not here. So we'll talk about this later, but they experienced something very bad. And they talked about some of the reviews and some of the pictures, and they don't show you everything. So, again, if you have some people that have been in the area or live in the area, reach out to them. If you have friends, like, if they would have they kind of did reach out to some people, but it's been one of those things like, again, if you're going into an area, some people, ask them, like, is this area sketch? Is this area good? If it's sketch, even if the hotel is a 4, it's probably still scary. So do yourself a favor and look at the reviews and reach out to people that have possibly stayed in that area or live in that area if you're going to visit friends and family. Juan says, I've been thinking about Jackson ever since the lights went out. I'm going to Jackson behind my Japan fan. Yep, I didn't understand that. Moving on.
Yeah, I'm not following that comment at all.
Compare prices. And when I talk about compare prices, look at multiple sites. Again, you're going to get your best bang for your buck if you go directly to the hotel. You're going to get what you want. You're going to get a good room. It's going to be a little bit more expensive, but you're going to get what you want. They do have reward programs through these hotels. They do. Best Western has them. Super 8 has them. Ramada has them. They're all linked with somehow, however, whatever. You can get free rooms. You can get free coffees and free continental breakfast. It's out there. That's my favorite Johnny Cash song. Come on.
What?
Where is Jack? He's never sang about Jackson. Did he just plug Jackson in?
I don't
Probably.
know.
Okay.
Maybe.
Yeah. Okay. That's right. Okay. But compare multiple websites. Compare your discounts. If a hotel, motel, Holiday Inn, that's a song. Ha! Anyway, if they're giving you a 10% discount and you have AAA or a military discount, see which one's better. Sometimes your military discount or your AAA or whatever discount you might get might be better than the 10% that they're giving or 20%. So again, look at those and see what's better. I don't think we have any, like, we don't have AAA. We're almost to. Never mind. Moving on.
What are you talking about?
If you know a local, ask. Absolutely, yeah. If you know a local, ask. Ask them what's going on. Ask them if the area is crazy. What is they are crazy tonight? Oh my
I
lord!
think there's a full moon or something.
It's only like a half moon, quarter moon. Lastly, on kind of, I like to do an agenda. I like to do a set thing.
I'm over here trying not to fall asleep. I feel
Non-refundable.
like I'm not involved in this part of it at all.
No, because you'll get lost like a squirrel.
But I only have 15 more minutes.
I know. Non-refundable rates. Make sure when you're booking your room that if you feel like you need a refund or it's a possibility you might not make it, make sure the hotel has refunds.
Well, that's why I've been
It's
asking
big.
you if we have trip insurance.
Yes, we're good. We're golden. So, anyway, a flat tire, a flight change could change things on your hotel. And I promise you, there are hotels out there that don't honor things and they're jerks about it. So just make sure. Call them, double check. If something happens, see if it's okay. If something like that happens, get confirmation that they will honor that is refundable. And especially when you're using OTAs, a lot of them don't have refund stuff. So make sure you double check that kind of stuff. Okay. Okay. So let's dive into the fun stuff. We're going to talk about the most crappiest hotel, the most funnest hotel, the best hotel, the most interesting hotel, and what you look for in a hotel. I'm going to read off some facts real quick because Carrie doesn't want to. She wants to dive into the fun stuff. So I'll read two facts that I thought were very interesting. The largest hotel in the world. Anybody? Yeah, 30 seconds to answer. No cheating, Juan.
You didn't even tell me what the largest
I did. Remember, I told you.
You told me how many rooms, but
Oh.
you didn't tell me what it was called
Oh, I think I did.
or where it was at.
I did tell you where it was at.
You did?
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember.
It's kind of a weird. It's no one. I gave you enough time. Okay, so if it pops up in the chat and they were right, awesome. Okay, so the largest hotel is located in Malaysia, and it is called
You didn't tell me
I
that.
did
You
the
didn't.
First World Hotel, and it's located in Malaysia. It has 7,351 rooms between two towers.
You
It's
did tell me
huge. A lot of rooms. So again, if you're looking for the largest hotel, it's in Malaysia. Go enjoy it. It's called the First World Hotel.
that. I'm not going there.
Anyway, so that's where it's at. The largest hotel chain. What do you guys think the largest hotel chain is in the world? I was thinking one set, so I was a little bit wrong when I was looking for this.
Where's Rave? He could tell you.
Rave could tell me, maybe. I don't know if he's still on. But anyway, The largest hotel chain in the world is Marriott.
I was gonna say that.
Yeah. The U.S. based hotel chain is the world's biggest, and they only became the biggest after they merged with Starwood Hotels Resort in 2016. So, hey, Brian, thanks for joining the stream.
Hey,
You won
welcome.
a guitar from us. How's the guitar? Hopefully, it's awesome. And he went to Hawaii
I
too.
know. I saw the
Lucky.
pictures. They were amazing.
I hope you had
And
so
then
much
I
fun.
think that he was at DCA Disneyland not too long ago as
Yep,
well.
he was. Dang it, we
So,
want to get back there. Okay, so we're gonna talk about a couple of our fun moments, our good moments, crappy moments, interesting moments. Um, so I'll let you go. Crappiest hotel.
I don't know. It's kind of a toss up. I can think of a couple that we've stayed in on our trips to Disneyland that weren't great. Um, it's not called Hotel Menage anymore, but that one was not good.
So Hotel Menage is on the corner of can't remember. You have to go over the bridge.
Well, it kind I guess it is within walking distance from Disneyland, but they made it sound like they were like right there and they weren't. And then the service there wasn't great. The room wasn't great. It was dirty and kind of stinky. I don't know. It wasn't great. And then we stayed in the
It is
Hojo.
it is called the Four Points Hotel now. That was Hotel Menage when we went. That was our very first year of going to Disneyland. It's on South Harbor Boulevard and Wall Road. It's right on the corner. They might have made some improvements, but it was crappy. The
Yeah,
bed sucked. The air conditioning didn't work. The service was horrible. I never stay there again. It was just
it's like everybody that worked there was constantly cranky, and it just
wasn't a good vibe.
wasn't a
Wasn't a
good
good
vibe at
feel.
all. And then the Hojo that we stayed in right down
So we stayed at we
so
stayed at a
that wasn't
Howard
great.
Johnson, and we stayed there because there was kind of a fun little pool area. That was crappy, and it
I don't even.
smelled.
It
It had a
smelled.
bad smell.
It smelled really
We
bad.
asked if we could be moved, and we were very polite to them, and they were like, "Sorry, we're booked. We don't have anything else. This is
Yeah,
what you get. It's what you get when you book OTAs."
yeah, it wasn't great. And then one of the other scary ones we stayed in, or not so great experiences, when we went to Jackson when we took the kids to Yellowstone and we stayed there. It was a really dirty room,
There was
really dirty. It
a
was
piece of chicken, a dirty diaper, um,
There was a half-eaten apple under the
half-eaten
bed.
apple. It was
It was
horrible.
bad.
Yeah, we thought so. One, it probably was good. You probably could have got
Like
a
30
better
years
room.
ago, it was good.
Yeah, it just wasn't good. Um, Super wasn't happy.
Well,
King
hey, King
B,
B.
how are you? Thanks for joining. Thanks for your support and everything. Miss you, all of you guys. All of you guys. Um,
So, some of the other, so we can talk about the good rooms we've stayed in.
the good rooms that we have stayed in. Del Sol's been good. It's a lower, inexpensive room, but it worked. We've really
We've always
enjoyed
had
that.
a good experience there. The staff have always been kind. They let us check our bags when we get there early, and it's just been good. We like that place a lot.
Yeah, I enjoy Del Sol.
And then one of the other places that we went to, I think it was the
Yep,
Courtyard
the
Marriott.
Courtyard Marriott.
That was a really, really
I
good
think that was one of the
experience.
best ones.
Yeah,
I think by far the best one that we've stayed at.
yeah.
Now, this one we had to have room for five. Normally we travel with four, but my daughter Kaylee was with us, and we had to have five, and so we had to get into a bigger room. So it was like it was like two rooms. It was
It
like a
was really
studio
nice.
apartment. It was so big, but a very nice. They everybody was super awesome, super good there. The staff was awesome. I would actually really book Courtyard again. It's not that far from the entrance. We like that. We've
Yeah.
stayed at a lot of Hamptons. We like the Hampton Inns. They've
Hmm.
always been very good. Their beds are comfortable. Their service is really good. We do really like that.
Yeah.
Um,
one of the nicer stays that we've had in our travels, because we've done other travels besides going to Disneyland.
Hmm.
We went on a trip to Chicago,
That was the funnest one.
and we stayed in an old hotel downtown. Was it downtown?
It was downtown.
And we got there, and we weren't really sure what we were going to get. But you walk in there, and so much of that hotel was like really retro, but like upgraded retro to where everything felt clean, it smelled good in there, the staff were all nice. And then the fun thing about the room is it is one of the tiniest rooms we've ever stayed in. I mean, it was so little and compact, but it was clean. It was just up to date and like a modern type retro. And then it was fun. It was really neat. I loved that room.
That was a good room. And when you look at the building outside, it looks just like a regular skyscraper. That's it. There's nothing fancy about it on the outside, but when you walked onto the inside, it was really
It
cool.
was really well done. And then one of the other fun uh, places we've stayed was actually not too far from here in Park City, Utah. Um, it's called the Park City Hotel,
Park City Hotel.
and it's more like a condo that we stayed in because it has a living room and it had a bedroom and a couple of different bathrooms and a little kitchenette. It had a deck with a hot tub that looked out onto the golf course. It was so nice.
Yeah.
I love staying in places like that. That one was really upscale and expensive, but then with that expense came a dinner at the Ruth's Chris Steakhouse that was there.
Yeah.
So we could go there, have dinner and some drinks, and then go back to our room, and it was just fun and relaxing. So
I like that. That was a lot of
those
fun.
are some of my favorite ones that I can think of.
Um, the most interesting hotel you ever stayed at?
The Anniversary Inn, is that what
Yeah,
you're thinking
yeah.
of? Yeah.
So 1 year for our
Interesting.
anniversary,
Yeah.
which is coming up.
Yes,
Ooh,
our anniversary is coming up.
yeah, 12 years.
But we're not going to a hotel. For
We're
our
not going.
anniversary.
Yeah, not going to a hotel.
And like a month after our anniversary, we will be. Well, we're not staying at a hotel. It's more like an Airbnb when we go to Florida.
Yep. We're gonna stay at a
So-
timeshare type of thing.
Yeah.
So we have a place called Anniversary Inn. It's in downtown Salt Lake. They have them actually, kind of. They have one in Salt Lake. They have one in Ogden, and then they have one in Boise. I think that's where the Anniversary Inns. There might be some other ones
I don't
around
know.
the world too.
But they're themed rooms.
They're themed rooms, so you can get like an Egyptian room. You can get a jungle room. You can get
That's the one we had was the jungle room.
a
It was
pirate
interesting.
room. You can get like a 1950s or 1930s Gatsby room. There's like so many themes. Go check it out. It's really fun to look at the rooms. It's Anniversary Inn in Utah. But yeah, just go check out their website and look at some of their rooms. So we stayed in the jungle room and this giant elephant, and it came
Had
down and was the
trees and like a waterfall.
Yeah.
It was interesting.
It was interesting for sure. They gave you like little champagne, and then they gave you strawberries, and it was just it was fun. It was like earlier in our marriage that we did that, but we could do it again.
I don't know that I would.
Oh no,
No.
we could dress up, cosplay.
Okay. Juan wants to stay at the Jurassic Park room.
Ooh yeah, that would be fun. I don't think they have a Jurassic Park room.
I don't
Maybe
know.
they do.
Maybe they've
I'd have to
changed
go
it
back and
since we
look
were
at it.
there.
Yeah, there's some cool things in there. Yeah, most interesting hotel for sure was Anniversary Inn.
Yeah.
So I know there's not very many people on the stream, but what are some things? Put in the comments here. What are some of the things that you guys look for when you're booking hotels? What's something that you look for when you're going to stay places? Some things that we look for are Wi-Fi. Obviously, I think everybody has Wi-Fi, but we look for the free Wi-Fi. We look for continental breakfast. We look for.
I like it if they have like a fridge in the room because we always go out to eat, and then we have leftovers, and if there's not a place to put them, I get a little
Yeah, I like a fridge in the room. Not very many people do that. Um, at the Knott's Berry thing too, they don't have very many outlets.
I
It's
know.
just it's crazy. I feel like they've done better because maybe I don't know. I
So Juan said, that's so funny. Juan said, I've stayed at the Vagabond Inn and the Travel Lodge. So Juan, here's a funny thing for you. When my parents moved us to Evanston when I was a little girl, I was about 7 when we moved here, and we didn't have a house yet. We actually lived at a Vagabond hotel here. We lived between, it was called the Prairie Inn and then the Vagabond. We lived there for about 3 months before my parents found a house. So,
Juan says he wants to stay at the Great Wolf Lodge. That is something that we have looked into a couple times. Um, so again, when we go on vacation, it
yeah.
depends on what we're doing, which
I
will
would
really
love to stay at a
which will
Great
really
Wolf. The boys
depict.
would love it.
I think they would have a lot. I would have a lot of fun.
But
I've
not
seen
when we
it.
go to California because every time we've picked a hotel because they have a really cool pool, we hardly ever get in it
We
because
don't
we're
ever
so
use
busy
it.
at the parks.
And that's the thing. Like if we're going to enjoy the hotel, like a Great Wolf Lodge would be one of those hotels you go to enjoy the hotel.
Yeah.
You're not doing anything else. You're not going to a theme park. You're not checking out the sights and sounds of the city. You're just going to the themed hotel. And Great Wolf Lodge is one of those water parks. They have other things as well.
They do?
When you go to oh yeah, there's some adult things there that are a
Who
lot
knew?
of fun. Arcades, things like that. Do you look for an arcade in your hotel? Do you look for a restaurant in your hotel? Do you look for a bar in your hotel? Again, a lot of times when we're looking for a hotel as well, we're looking at the surrounding area. What is in the surrounding area as far as food? We like to eat out a lot. We like to enjoy uh, nice meals, good food when we're on
One
vacation.
of the nicer places that you and I have stayed, just when we do like a little weekend getaway and we take the boys, we like to go to Salt Lake and stay at the Little America. They
Oh
have
yeah,
their rooms are nice and they have nice rooms. They have a pool and a restaurant and
hmm
lots of things within walking distance. We always like to go there for that. It's a really fun experience when we go
so Brian says we stayed at a Hilton Waikiki. We stayed at the Hilton Waikiki Village Resort, and it was amazing. They had everything we needed, and the restaurants were delicious. I mean,
Hilton's, you really can't
yeah,
go
you
wrong
can't
with
go wrong with a
those.
Hilton. And I've heard Waikiki Village Hilton over in Hawaii is amazing. So that's awesome. I'm glad that you were able to do that. Need more pool tables. And yes, if you're with me, Josh, we're looking for a bar. We won't have to worry about that when we go to Vegas and Orlando. We're good. I have already scoped out some spots. Don't worry. Maybe one with a pool table too. I wonder if what I should look and see if our Westgate. So we're going to stay at the Westgate Lakes Resort in Orlando. That's the timeshare that we were able to book, and they have like a big arcade thing and a big pool thing that they just redid.
Oh, I
So
didn't know that.
super excited. I wonder if there's a pool table there.
I don't know.
Yeah, we could play pool. Um, Again, like I said, we look for surrounding things like a bar, like a restaurant, like drinks, things like that.
Yeah.
It's amazing to see what people look for and what they want if they want luxurious or they don't really care. I can tell you right now, if I was traveling by myself, if I had a $30 room, I wouldn't care. It
I
would
know,
be
but you
okay.
know if you're going with me that the $30
It's
room is off the table.
$300 room, and that's fine. I don't have any problem with that.
So here's a funny thing. So I always say that hotel suite because I like to stay at the higher end rooms. I like to have a nice bed, a nice where I don't know. I just like to look for the little things in the room that just make it nice to get away. That you feel a little bit pampered and um, it makes you feel good about being away from home.
Yeah.
But then, so I don't know if anybody in the chat or whatever has seen Brian Regan's little thing about staying at a hotel, and it's not Brian Regan, Jim Gaffigan. Jim Gaffigan, he's talking about being at a hotel, and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna go put on this robe that somebody else has worn." I used to think that was so cool to go to a hotel that had robes in it. And now every time I put on the robe, I hear Jim Gaffigan in my head, and he's like, look at this robe that 400 people have worn. This is so great. Or then when you're in the pool, he talks about being in a pool with other people and how other people pee in the pool. And now I freak out about people that have been in the pool. And I'm thinking about whose germs are in the bed. And then I used to love to go to rooms that had jacuzzi tubs because I thought that was a little luxury that I couldn't have at home. And now I think about whose skin cells are coming out in the jets. It's, yeah, I don't know. Why are you giving that up? Okay, now you can talk. I'm
I
done.
I didn't realize those were all the things that you worried about.
Now you know. Oh, and then like when we go to the rooms where they give you the sanitized remote, now I'm okay with that because at least I think who else has touched this? And, yeah, I'm always looking for bed bugs,
I
and
know you look for that.
I
That
look for
freaks
garbage
me out.
around the room. I know I'm so weird. The older I get, the weirder I get. I'm sorry, but not sorry.
We are on a countdown to Orlando. 60
60 days.
days, 2 months, and I'm super excited. There's a lot of things that are really looking forward to. A lot of rides that we have not been able to experience that we're going to be able to experience. I'm excited to get back to Orlando. I've been four times to Orlando, and I know there's a ton of different things there, and to experience it with my kids, as I used to be the kid that was there, still a big kid, but I'm super excited about it. The boys are getting more excited about it. It's only 60 days. That's
Yeah,
right.
I'm super excited.
It's super, 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 super. I'm super excited. Super excited.
I'm already wanting to start my list of what we're going to pack and what we're going to take and all that stuff because it's going to go so fast.
Yeah.
And look, Juan said, I'm down if you guys are down to stay at the Disneyland hotel. Here's the thing. I would kind of like to stay at one of those hotels, but then that increases your price of your trip by a minimum of $1,000. And I don't know that I want to pay that to, if I'm going to go to a place where I'm going to spend a lot of time in the hotel room, I don't mind spending that money. But if I'm going to not be there for that long, I don't know that I want to spend that money.
I tell you what, Juan,
I'm a little bit on the fence.
when our kids are grown up and out of the house and we don't have to pay for two other kids for the trip and do all that, absolutely down to do that. That's one of the. It's not a downfall, but it is very hard for us to.
Well, yeah, when you're paying for 4 people versus 2, it adds up quick.
Yeah, I'm not staying all 14 days anymore because of work. I'll be there only for the Disney days, not the Universal stuff.
Well,
13th to the 20th. Well, that's.
Well, Brian, we're still going to be so happy to hang out with you.
We'll still see you there.
So we'll just make the most of it, for sure.
And, props to you for understanding you got to take care of work first. You got to play a little bit, but you still, good for you. We'll meet up. We'll be there. We'll enjoy it. We have we ended up getting park hopper tickets, just because we know that there's going to be some resorts that we're not going to stay a ton at. Animal Kingdom probably being one of them. We probably won't spend a ton of time there.
So today when I went to the dentist, I was talking to Dr. Argyle, and he said that when you go to Animal Kingdom, that you need to be there at night to see it at night because they have black lights everywhere and it's really cool at night.
As long as they stay open, yeah.
Anyway.
But we'll check on that. Last bit of all of this, what do you guys think of all the pricing and the APs or the Magic Key? You think that Disneyland did that right? You think Disney did that right? I don't know. I mean, we're getting close to the date where you can get all that. I just don't think that you're going to see many. I mean, California was one of the big destinations for buying the annual pass,
Well,
and it's. I think they've done okay, but I think they're going to have to fine tune it and get back.
At this point,
they
it just
spoil
kind
so
of
many people.
it just is what it is, and they're trying to restructure some things, and I kind of, I don't know if it's for maybe a learning curve, or it just kind of, this is what they're offering, and if people are willing to pay what they're offering, then that's what they're going to leave it at. But if people refuse to buy that because they don't like what they're offering, then they're going to have to restructure and try again.
I look back to the opening of Disney after COVID, and I mean, honestly, we all wanted to get back to Disneyland. I think all of us still that haven't been there still want to get back.
I do.
But the way that they did not sell out tells me a lot about why they weren't successful. And I don't think that the AP.
I don't think that they've not been successful. I think that I think that there's a lot of factors of why they're not selling out. I think a lot of people are still being super cautious, and
it's just not. It's not as affordable as it used to be, especially for your locals, or I mean, really out of staters too. I mean, it
well,
costs us for us to go do a weekend in Disneyland now, is like $1,000.
it isn't
And
as affordable as it used to be. But like Juan just said in the comments, it is what it is, and he's going to be there buying his pass on the 25th.
yeah,
And Disney's kind of rolling with people are going to pay it, or they're not. And I think they're banking on more people are going to buy it than not.
yeah. I just don't think that more people are going to buy it. That's just me. I still think there needs to be some fine tune to it, but
Well, and then one
yeah,
of the nice advantages that people in California have versus us in Wyoming is they can make monthly payments.
yeah. I wish
We
it,
can't
and
do
I don't
that.
understand why. You can make monthly payments at Universal. You can make monthly payments at Knott's. You can make monthly payments at Six Flags. Why not Disneyland, Disney World? Dang it. Unfortunate. So we got to rethink some things. We definitely won't be buying a Magic Key Pass this go around this year. We might rethink about it next year, which is okay. Here's something interesting that I did want to talk about too. So Knott's just announced their 2022 pass, and they said that anybody that bought their tickets before May 15th got an extension into 2022 to go to Knott's through May 2022. So
Yeah,
we got ours in February, so we're good.
I'm excited about that.
We got Riker's pass May 17th.
So,
So I'm gonna call Knott's next week and chat with somebody and see if they would, tweak it for 2 days. Who knows? Maybe they'll be nice enough to extend that. If not, we'll buy another pass. But that was super exciting to know.
yeah, that is exciting.
Josh, I am gonna send a surprise to you and Becky. Sometime this week, I'll send it to you guys because it's just not looking good for us to be able to get there. Do you guys think that you'll be able to make it 2 knots before September 3rd? Brian, we're gonna try to do something. We'll see what happens after Orlando.
Yeah, we'll see where we. And I don't want this to sound weird, but I guess to see where we are financially.
Yeah, we've
So,
saved up a pretty big little nest for Orlando, not knowing what to expect. I
so
sure hope we don't use all of that, but you never know what can happen, and we just want to be prepared. And then after that, we'll reevaluate
so
some things. We were going to. We had a plan to make a trip, and that is kind of up in the air right now for some things. Again, we'll reevaluate that. That's kind
well,
of on
and
the
then
backside. But
Christmas time, like, so
summer,
um your busy season is Memorial Day to Labor Day for your
August
work.
24th, you're gonna go Tuesday to Knott's. Okay, I'll make sure I get the stuff to you, Josh.
So your busy season is Memorial Day to Labor Day, correct?
Yeah.
My busy season at work is
Labor Day to Memorial Day. It's a reverse.
yeah, it's
basically.
a reverse. And basically, it's kind of like an unwritten rule at my work that taking time off around Thanksgiving, Christmas time, it's just almost impossible because we are so booked and busy, and finding coverage for me is so hard right now.
So we'll
I don't
see.
know.
We definitely want to get back down there.
Yeah, we do for sure.
We've kind of held off getting down to California these next couple months, just because we want to make sure financially we're good for Orlando. Again, our trip's paid for, so we're not worried about that. Just there's a lot of things that
I've
could
been
come.
telling Michael that I kind of feel like we're Carl and Ellie that save up and save up and save up for their trip, and then every time we turn around, there's been some kind of an expense. So we're just trying to just kind of cruise under the radar and make sure that everything goes well, so we can have an amazing trip to Florida, because it's such a big deal for us. I think.
Yeah.
In my heart, it is. It's a really big deal for us.
Yeah. So again, we want to get back there before the year ends. Hopefully, a couple times. Again, we can make it down there on some things. It just
even
depends.
If you just go by yourself to go with those guys again, that's okay. It's hard with Riker and Brooks being back in school, and we just kind of have to see where we are with things. So even if you just go,
and Brooks is in high school now, so sports are a big deal for him. So that that plays a big part and takes a lot of time and travel. And they do all their stuff on the weekends, which is kind of our availability to do that. So we'll see what happens. Definitely, we want to get down there. We hope to get down there again.
Yeah, we miss everybody. We want to come spend some time with you guys. And
so we'll try to get down there. It would be a lot of fun to do the Christmas thing at Knott's. I'd love to do Scary Farm. I think that's on the agenda next year, to be able to do that. We want to do Midsummer Scream next year. Saw the pictures and vlogs and all of that stuff. I do. I would like to do that. You can go to the beach. I'll send you to the spa.
I would go with you just so I could be supportive, but it's nothing that I'm jumping on like, yeah, that's what I want to do. I just don't enjoy scary stuff.
So,
but anyway, it's about time for me to have to do stuff. Are you going to stay on and visit for a minute? Or?
Yeah, I'm going to visit about a couple things. So,
all right, I'm going to say goodnight, everybody. I have stuff to do.
I love that button. It's so fun.
What button did you push?
The awkward button. The crows. Brian says goodnight. So anyway, again, thank you everybody so much. There's so much going on. Been really trying to make sure that I get on here, and apologize for not being on here as consistently. And as you can see, my work is starting to settle down a little bit, so we're able to not be so stressed at making sure we can get here and have all of our stuff. I have about 3 videos I still, again, need to get in there and edit and do. Any of you that have done editing, it takes a minute to get just the right stuff. Hopefully you guys liked my beginning video in the beginning. If you missed that, then go back and look at the restream. A big thank you and shout out to DE Designs Company out of Las Vegas, California. They're in 2 different places. I think Los Angeles, California. So thank you very much for putting together a fun little intro video to me for me. They got some good stuff. There was actually 2 videos that I really wanted, but my logo didn't play into that. So I think I'm going to work on this logo here to see if they can use that in those other 2 videos I really like. They're really fun. They're really cool. In fact, the Howling Hour, big shout out to him for posting it on there. I'm like, oh, that's so cool. And so I went and looked through their 170 videos and picked a few that I liked. And so big shout out to those guys. Follow them on Instagram. Follow them on Facebook. They are out there. But we appreciate you getting stuff ready to go for Timeout with Michael and getting those videos. We got some really cool things coming for the holidays, so I'm excited about that. thanks Josh for helping me decide. I had Josh telling me and my son telling me one thing and another, and I went with the expert. We'll see who that is come holiday time. But it was really awesome. Uh, so anyway, thanks everybody for supporting. I super appreciate it. It's so good to have your guys' support. And again, I'm a small channel, and it takes a lot, and we're going to continue. It's still one of my passions. I still really like this. So again, thank you so much for everybody's support. If you haven't subscribed, go subscribe. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell everybody. Let them know that we have a cool little live stream over here. If you're interested in us doing something in Wyoming, around Wyoming, Salt Lake, Park City, let us know. If you see something, we'll go. I'm not going to find Sasquatch one because I can't find him. He's not out there. But if you have anything in the surrounding areas that you want us to go check out, let us know. We'll go out, we'll film it, we'll vlog it, we'll do it. It's really fun to do all that stuff. We enjoy that. Everybody looks, it's funny because you guys all do stuff, vlogging in Disneyland and Disney World and Knott's and Six Flags and Universal. And it really is, it's like second nature. And everybody, when you're walking, you see all these vloggers. In Wyoming, when I'm holding my vlogging camera and microphone, they just stare. And then they're like trying to, hey, hi. When we were at our little carnival, you'll see people were like, it was quite funny because they were like, what is he doing? Like, is this guy like, are we going to be famous? It's really funny to see all those people. The one time I went to Lagoon, we're going to be going back to Lagoon September 3rd. The 4th. I have a cornhole tournament to run on the 5th at our big little rodeo. So we'll have some of those. We'll have some really good content and video coming out. But the last time I went to Lagoon, it was really funny because everybody was just like they didn't know what to think. And thank goodness I've been around all you guys to not be the awkward. Oh, what do we do? How do we do? And so it was super awesome to be able to do that, and I want to do that again. So again, thank you. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like us, follow us, hit that little notification bell right up top. And with that, this timeout is over.